Hi, everybody. Welcome back to a new Bible story. Last week, we talked about Adam and Eve. They were the first two people that God created. They lived in a special garden called the Garden of Eden. Well, after they ate that fruit and they listened to that sneaky snake, they couldn't live there anymore. So they had to leave. And after they left, they started to have some children. And they had two boys. One was named Cain and one was named Abel. Can you say that with me? Cain and Abel. These two boys, they did not get along well. They were always fighting and they were always trying to compete with each other and try to be the best one. And eventually it led to something that was really horrible and really heartbreaking for their mom, Eve, and their dad, Adam. I want to read this story to you. This is also from the book of Genesis, the very first book of the Bible. It says, Adam and Eve had many children after they left the garden. Their first sons were named Cain and Abel. Cain was a farmer. Abel took care of the sheep. So if you're a farmer, you have to take care of growing plants and vegetables in the ground, and you've got to weed them, and you've got to get them water and make sure that animals aren't coming to eat them. And if you're a shepherd who takes care of sheep, you've got to defend them and make sure that no wild animals come and eat them when they aren't being watched. One day, Cain and Abel were worshiping God. They each brought God a gift. Abel's gift was good, but Cain's gift was selfish. When Abel brought his gift, he picked out the best of his sheep. You can see it back here. And he picked out the nicest one. It wasn't sick. It didn't have any spots on it. It was perfect. But when Cain brought his gift, he said, here, God, you can have these leftover vegetables and these leftover plants. They're a little wilty, or you know what? These are just not the best ones. I'm going to keep the best ones for myself. And so Cain's gift did not please God. God knew that Cain was trying to be tricky and sneaky, and he kind of called him out on it. Cain was angry that God did not accept his offering. Cain wanted to kill Abel because God accepted Abel's offering and not his. Your heart is angry, God said. Do good and I will accept you. So he's saying, do the right thing, Cain. Don't just give me your leftover vegetables and plants. Give me the best out of love and out of respect for me. Cain did not listen, though. He hit Abel and he died. Where is your brother? God asked. Cain yelled, I don't know. Is it my job to take care of him? God said, I see what you did to your brother. You will be punished for the terrible way you treated him. God told Cain, your heart is filled with hatred. You cannot stay in my presence. So Cain was forced to roam the world, to roam the earth without being in God's presence. Cain did not have that love for his brother living in his heart. He did not have that love for God living in his heart. And that's the saddest part. Abel loved God. Abel got to go to heaven with God after he died. But Cain, he had that evil living in his heart, and he didn't want to be one of God's special children. That's the saddest part. But you know what? Even though Cain did a horrible, awful, no good, rotten thing by hurting his brother and his brother dying, God still forgives him. And when we do naughty things, that's something that God can forgive too. It's not just something that he can only forgive little sins. He can forgive big sins too. And we thank God for that. I'm going to say a prayer and I want you to repeat after me. So I will say a line of the prayer, then you can say the prayer after me. Are you ready? Here we go. Dear Jesus, thank you for forgiving me. Thank you for forgiving me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me and allowing me to be your child, to be your child. Amen. All right. I will see you next time.